Bonjour à tous et à toutes et bienvenue dans une nouvelle vidéo Apprenons ensemble. Je m'appelle Habib et j'enseigne le français. Hello and welcome to another video on Apprenons ensemble. If you are new here, my name is Habib and I teach French. In today's video, we will study the usage of bon et bien. Introduction. Should we use bon or bien? It's a simple question with a complicated answer. Most of the time, bon means good, while bien means well. But there are so many exceptions that it can hardly be considered a rule. To make it easier to understand, here is the situation when you should use bon or bien. Bon is an adjective usually equivalent to good. You use it to describe a person or an object. Example, c'est une bonne chanteuse. She is a good singer. Note, bon is an adjective, so it should agree with the gender and the number of the noun it describes. Okay, so if the noun is feminine, then that bon, the adjective bon, will turn to feminine according to the table. If the noun is plural, masculine, then bon will turn to masculine plural. Or else if it is feminine plural noun that we are describing with the adjective bon, then bon will turn to feminine plural. Let's have a look at an example. So example here, c'est une bonne chanteuse. Here the noun is feminine, so bon turns to feminine. But c'est un bon musicien. He is a good musician. The noun that you are describing here is masculine and singular. So bon, adjective bon, turns to masculine singular form. Okay? Now, while talking about bien, bien is an adverb and is therefore irregular, like all French adverbs, which means it will never turn to plural and never turn to feminine like the adjective bon. It's the equivalent of well in most situations. You use it to describe how the action of a verb is. Okay? Elle chante bien. So she sings well, which is different than she is a good singer. There is a small difference there. Here, we are describing the way she sings. That's why we use the adverb. Here, we are describing the singer. Okay? That's why we use the adjective. Now, that is the general usage of bon and bien. So bon adjective, bien adverb. But they can both use as adjective and both use as adverb. So let's see exactly when to use what. So when used as adjectives, utilisés comme adjectifs. While bon and bien can both be adjectives, bon is the more common one. So whenever we are talking about using them as adjective, most of the time to express good, we'll be using bon. Okay? It serves to describe a noun as good, as in valid, high quality, useful, pleasant, and the like, something that we like. So example, c'est une bonne idée. That's a good idea. J'ai besoin d'un bon vélo. I need a high quality bike. Okay? So here we are using it to describe the quality, okay, and a valid idea. So we'll use bon. Whereas, on the other hand, when bien is an adjective, it is used with copular verbs, state of being, and means good along the line of sense of moral, satisfying, healthy, attractive. Okay, so that is the main difference. When you use them as adjectives, whenever you want to describe a noun as valid, high quality, useful, pleasant, and something you like, then you go for bon. But when you want to use it to describe some things of sense of moral, in the sense of moral, satisfying, healthy, or attractive, then you use bien. Let's look at these examples. Ce n'est pas bien de dire ça. So it's not good to say that. So here we are talking about sense of moral. So we can't use bon here. On est bien ici. So we are comfortable here. We are talking here about satisfaction. Okay? So that is the main concept when you use them as adjective. Next point, we can also use both of them as adverb. So let's see when to use what. When used as adverbs, utilisés comme adverb. So when it comes to adverbs, bien takes the lead. When it was adjective, it was bon. Now for adverbs, bien will be leading. So as an adverb of manner, verbs, so what is an adverb of manner? Adverb of manner is nothing but adverbs expressing how the action of the verb occurs. Okay, and it is used to express well. Tu vas bien? Are you well? J'ai bien mangé. I ate well. Okay. We can also use bien when we are talking about adverb of quantity, and to emphasize another adverb or an adjective or another verb. Okay. So ça va bien mieux. It is much better. Je suis bien content de te voir. I'm very happy to see you. Il a bien dit la vérité. He did indeed tell the truth. Okay? So, we'll use mostly when you are talking about describing how an action occurs, we will use bien to express well. We can also use bien when trying to emphasize another adverb or an adjective or another verb. Okay? Now, talking about bon, when you are trying to describe the verb faire in the sense of to do, or the verb sentir in the sense of to smell, and you are trying to express nice, pleasant, or good, then in this case, we are going to use bon as an adverb. Okay? So let's look at the example. Il fait bon au soleil. It is nice and warm in the sun. Ça sent bon. That smells good. Okay? Understood this one? So generally, for the adverb, to express well, we'll be using bien. Okay? We can also use bien to emphasize another adverb or adjective or another verb. Now, when we are trying to express how an action goes with the verb faire, how an action is done with the verb faire and the verb sentir, to smell, and trying to express nice, pleasant, good, then this time we'll use bon. Okay? We can use them to express, you can use bon and bien as adjectives, as adverbs, but we can also use them as nouns. So let's see how to use them. When used as nouns, utilisés comme, nom. Okay, this time you see, every time you'll be using them as noun, there will be article before them. Okay, that is the first thing that can help us know if you are using them as noun or adjective or adverb. Adjective, adverb, you have no article before. Okay, so here we say le bon or un bon means the good parts or advantages. Okay, je vais manger seulement le bon. So I'm only going to eat the good part. Okay, so we can use le bon here to express the good part or the advantages. We can also use le bon or un bon as generic term for an official document, like bond, form, slip, coupon, voucher, certificate. Okay, so bon can be used as the good part, okay, but it can also use to express official documents. So, un bon de livraison, a delivery slip. On the other hand, le bien refers to good, which is opposite to evil. Okay? C'est pour ton bien. It's for your own good. Le bien et le mal. Good and evil. Getting this one? Next point. Les biens are goods or property. So, les biens et les services, goods and services, les biens immobiliers, real estate. Okay? So now let's make a summary of whatever we learned today. So, résumé. So generally, when using bon or bien as adjectives, mostly we will use bon, okay, to express valid, high quality, useful, pleasant, and something that we like. Okay, but while using bien, then we are trying to express sense of moral, satisfaction, healthiness, attractiveness. Okay, that is the difference here. So you should ask yourself, am I trying to say some things is valid, high quality, useful, pleasant, or something that I like? Then I should go for bon. Or else, am I talking about the sense of moral, satisfaction, healthiness, attractiveness? Then I'm using bien when we use them as adjective. Okay. Now, when we use them as adverb, first thing should be using bien. That is the first option that we have. Okay. So we'll use it as an adverb of manner to express well. Okay. We can also use bien to emphasize another adverb, adjective, or a verb. Now, when you have the verb faire and the verb sentir, and you are trying to express nice, pleasant, and good, then in this case we'll use bon. Okay, so generally, most of the time for adverb to express good, well, I'm using bien, but closer to the verb faire and sentir, to express to do and to smell, then this time I'm going to use bon. Okay, then when using them as nouns, we'll use bon to refer to the good part. We'll also use bon to refer to an official document. Slip, coupon, voucher, bond, form, etc. But for bien, we will use bien for good as opposite of evil. Okay, and we can use bien to talk about goods or property. Okay, so if you still have some doubts, it's normal, because bon and bien is one of the most complex aspects of the French language. So my recommendation is to practice while through learning. So the more you read, you hear, or simply spend time with French, the easier it will be for you to understand how to use bon and bien. Okay, so this is it for today's class. If you have any question or any rule that you would like to share with the community, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll be glad to read your comments. Thank you so much, and see you soon for another video. Merci. Au revoir.